everybody, welcome back to my channel. Hope everybody's having a great day today. Hope everything's going your way today. Today, I'm coming to you with a Shop My Stash video. Yes. Today, I'm going to be giving you updates on the items that I chose in my last Shop My Stash video, as well as picking items to use for the next month. Yes. It's all about shopping my stash today. So, if you want to just hang out with me to hear my thoughts, as well as see me shop my stash, then just keep on watching. Everybody, let's get started. Man. Okay, guys, well, there's really no time for small talk today, guys, because we really got a lot to cover in this here video. Because not only am I going to be giving you guys my peeps, my thoughts on the items that I chose in my last Shop My Stash video, but I'm also going to be switching out all, if not most, of these items. And if you saw my first Shop My Stash video, you know they provide you an update alone. There's going to be a tall order. So let's get started. Okay, guys, so I really don't have a method to my madness. I guess I'm just going to start with updating you guys on my skincare. Then I'll update you on my complexion products, then the palettes. Then we're just going to switch out these items. So, let's just start with skincare. Okay, guys, the very first item I'd like to update you guys on is the one and only toner that I chose. And for my toner, I actually chose the some from Saturday Skin. It's the Saturday Skin Pore Clarifying Toner. Okay, and this claims to be 10% glycolic acid plus pore control complex. Yeah. So for this, it says you can use it 3 to 5 times a week to cleanse the face with a cotton pad. About this here toner. So I think I'm gonna end up either giving this toner away to my mom if she uses toner, or yeah, I don't know. It might just sit on my shelf and look pretty, or I might give it another try. But guys, this toner burns like crazy. So I thought at first, the first time I tried it, it was my own fault, because I actually used the toner after I used an exfoliator for my face. So I figured, okay, maybe I ruptured my skin. Maybe I manipulated too much. This does probably have quite a bit of alcohol in it. So I charged that to the game. But no. I actually tried using it probably 2 to 3 days after that. And this time, all I did was use my daily cleanser. It has no exfoliator in it. And I merely just patted my skin dry. Didn't do any, manipulating or anything. I tried applying this toner, and this toner still burned like crazy. Guys, I even tried to do a little last minute patch cast on it last night, and I mean just lightly touch my face, and it burned like crazy. So I cannot attest to whether this worked or did not. I mean, I did. I went for the gusto the very first time. I just let it burn, and I did apply it to my face. I can't really tell you that it controlled my pores, because, yeah, I only used this one time. So, as for me, guys, I might try this again, maybe in a month or so. But, yeah, as far as this month, guys, this is definitely leaving my stash. I'm going to be switching this out for another item, for sure. Okay, guys, and while we're on the subject about exfoliators, though, I only chose one exfoliator last month, and it's actually from Clinique. It is the Clinique Exfoliating Scrub. Guys, when I say I love this stuff, I love this stuff. I actually forgot how much I loved it, guys. I hadn't used it in a while, and while this does definitely exfoliate your skin, you can actually, if you want, you can actually use this. You can use this as a daily exfoliator, to tell the truth, but I actually only use it maybe 2 to 3 times a week, just depending. Guys, it smells so good. It's like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's just got a very fresh smell to it. And after using this, my face just feels like, it feels so clean. I mean, you can literally feel the air hitting your face, guys. That nice cooling feeling. So yeah, I really love this, guys. I think I may even keep this in my stash for this next going month. But yeah, this is the Bomb.Com. I highly recommend it. Yeah. Now that I think about it, guys, this is definitely going in my stash for the next month. For sure. Okay, guys. Now on the cleanser. I actually chose 3 cleansers last month. And yeah, I'm happily satisfied with all 3. So the very first one that I chose is by e.l.f. I actually chose the e.l.f. Daily Face Cleanser with Purified Water. Guys, when I say this removes all of my makeup, this removes all of my makeup. Guys, this cleanser is the Bomb.Com, and it's very affordable. I'm not sure how much it costs. I'll probably put it up on the screen somewhere, but e.l.f., they have some nice skincare products, and this is no exception, guys. I really can't tell you what the scent is except just a nice, fresh, almost like a sea salt scent. But when I say it feels like it gets all the dirt out of my pores, what I do is I just go ahead and cleanse my face with this. I remove the makeup first. Then I just go ahead with one more little dot of it. And I just go over my face one more time. And guys, again, this makes my face feel just as clean as the Clinique. You can just feel the air hitting your face. Now, what I like to do, which I don't know if it's an ancient Chinese secret, I don't know what it really is behind that, but I actually shock my face with some real cold water afterwards, and I found it closes my pores up. So I do love this cleanser, guys, and I mean, it's so bomb. And even though it's affordable, I feel like this is like liquid gold. So I'm not gonna put this in my stash for the next month. Yeah, I'm gonna save it because I might only have maybe half of it left. So yeah, guys, and I'm trying not to order anything right now. But yeah, I definitely recommend this cleanser. This is definitely an affordable option, and I can't wait to use it again. Okay, guys, the second cleanser that I chose is actually by Glam Glow. I chose the Glam Glow Gentle Bubble Daily Conditioning Cleanser. And guys, when they say this is a conditioning cleanser, I can agree. Now, after using this, you know how like when you use a cleanser, if it's more clarifying, it'll have your face like squeaky clean? No. This definitely has your face moisturized after you're done using it. Now, this also melts away makeup rather nicely. And I find that really, guys, I can really just use this one good time and I'm good to go. But yeah, a little goes a long way. I really maybe use, I don't know, a quarter size amount total to clean my face. So I'll go in with a dime size at first, get off all my makeup, and then I'll go in with another dime size amount just to, you know, make sure I didn't leave any residue. But guys, and I actually got this from the Boxy. I got a few more from the Boxy pop-up because they were just that good. And I think I might have paid $6 on the pop-up. Yeah, I think I got like 3 backups or something like that. I mean, I know it's excessive, but yeah. Guys, if it's still on the Boxy pop-up, I highly recommend this. Can't recommend this enough. I would say I probably use this maybe 3 nights out of the week. And then I will use the e.l.f. maybe 2 nights out of the week because it's one other item that I have in here for a cleanser that I use about twice a week. But yeah, this is another good one. This is not going back in my stash though because I have a whole bunch of skincare that I want to try out. But yeah, I can see myself maybe by my stash number 4 picking this back up. Okay, guys, the very final cleanser that I chose is actually by Tatcha. I chose the Tatcha Deep Cleanse. Guys, this cleanser is the Bomb.Com. When I did not know what to expect when I first used this, but it has like little exfoliating beads in it. It's not just a cleanser, guys. It is a light exfoliator. Now, as far as this one, you can even use this twice a day if you want. But yeah. This place is expensive. It's all get out. So yeah. We're not doing that today. We're not doing that today. I use this 2 times a week, okay? And this does my skin quite well. It does leave my face feeling nice, smooth, moisturized. Yeah. I really wish I had it in me to buy the bigger one, but yeah, not yet. Hopefully this will last me until the next Sephora event so that I can get the full size for 20% off. But yes, guys, it has that classic Tatcha smell that we all know and love. It smells just like the Silk Canvas Primer. I feel bad recommending something this expensive, but I can't deny it. This is the bomb. And again, guys, this I'm switching this out. This will not be going back in my stash because yeah. This is like sweet potatoes. You only put a little bit on your plate. You know not to use a lot. Yeah, because that's liquid gold. So, yeah. This going back on my shelf. But I say by maybe shop my stash number 5. Yeah. I'll be most definitely adding it back in my stash. For real. Okay, guys. Now on the serums. I actually chose only 2 serums this month. That was still a little aggressive, but I'm kind of glad that I chose 2, and I'll tell you why in a minute. The first one that I chose is actually by Glow Recipe. I chose the Glow Recipe Pineapple Seed Bright Serum. Guys, my girl KK gave me this. Yeah. Thanks, KK. Not only does it leave your face hydrated, but it also plumps your face up a little bit. Yeah, I felt about 10 years younger every time I use this. I will say, by the 2nd day is when I really saw results. I used it 2 times a day. I used it in the morning, and then I used it before bedtime. And guys, now as far as it being pineapple seed, you would think you would smell pineapple, but no. It is a little bit of pineapple in there, but it also reminds me of maple syrup too, guys. It's a mix between pineapples and maple syrup, yeah. Because for some reason, every time I use this, I get a taste for breakfast. But it does have a dropper to it, okay? And what I do is, I just take it, I fill up the whole dropper. And this will do my whole face. And I just dot it on my face. And yeah, this is a very nice brightener. I do see that my face is significantly brighter. This, along with enough rest, I don't even have to use an under eye concealer to conceal my bags or anything like that, because this definitely is brightening, guys. I mean, it made my skin look noticeably better. And I did use this for about, I would say I used this about a good 2.5 weeks out of the whole month that I've been using my items. And I'm quite impressed with this. So much, guys, that this is definitely going back in my stash. And let me just show you right quick. When I first picked this up, yeah, it was about up to here. So I've been really, I've been going in with this. So this is definitely going back in my stash this month. Yeah. I love this. For real. Okay, guys, and the very last serum that I'm going to be talking to you about that I chose in my shop, my stash, is by BEAUTIQUE. I chose the BEAUTIQUE Bell Pepper Serum. Okay. And now this is supposed to be brightening as well. And with this, you're supposed to like apply a few drops to your face morning and night. Now, I love the BEAUTIQUE Tomato Serum, but unfortunately, the feeling is not mutual with this bell pepper serum. Guys, first of all, my skin doesn't really like this because I found that for the week and a half that I did use it, it kind of made my face feel a little irritated. I might have got a couple little bumps on my face while using this. And as far as it brightening, I mean, I can't tell. I mean, guys, I'm speechless. I really don't like it. I mean, it doesn't really have a smell to it. And when I use it, I feel like I'm not hydrated. I feel like it doesn't even plump my skin. I feel like when I'm putting this on my face, all I'm doing is putting on a waste of time. So, yeah, as far as this goes, guys, I mean, as you see, when I first got it off the shelf, it was about maybe bright to here, nice down to here. But that's because, yeah, I only used this for a week and a half. And I think I might only, after the second day, I might only use it once in the daytime. And I only did that because it was a Shop My Stash item. And I wanted to be able to come back and report to you guys. But after a week and a half, I can say, guys, this is a waste. I did get this on a boxy pop-up, so I'm not as mad. I think I might have paid $6 for this. And as far as this goes, I did not purchase any backups, which I'm happy to say, because, yeah, I'm not a fan of this item. So, yeah, Byro. The tomato serum, they should have stopped there, because this is nothing but a disappointment. I mean, I may pick this back up and use it. Who knows? I may not. It just may not work for me. I may end up giving this to my mama, but, yeah. I don't get the feels when I look at this item. I don't get the feels when I think about when I use the item. So, yeah, this is definitely coming out of my stash. It might even come out of my collection. Next. Okay, guys, now I actually only chose one eye cream, and that was by Tatcha. I chose the Tatcha, the Silk Penny eye cream. Guys, I mean, this is yet another item that I absolutely love. Oh, yeah. Guys, and I've been going at it. You hear me? I have been going at it. I do believe it's been exactly a month, because, yes, it was a Sunday 4 weeks ago when I did my first Shop My Stash. And when I say every day, twice a day, for 4 weeks, I've been using this eye cream, whether I'm going to put on makeup or not. Guys, and a little goes a long way. I actually use like a pea-shaped amount. Honestly, guys, a pea-shaped amount can work for both eyes. So what I do is I take my little pea-shaped amount, I dot underneath each eye, and what I do is I rub under my eye, and I even go ahead and rub onto my lid. And guys, this helps prep your lids for your shadow and your primer. And it is very brightening, guys. Even on days when I didn't get any sleep, you know, I wake up in the morning and I'm not refreshed. Wash my face, use this eye cream. This is definitely brightening. I mean, it's quite expensive, guys. I mean, yeah. But I can see why. So, yeah, as far as this goes, I mean, I have one more in my stash. And for that reason, I'm keeping this in my Shop My Stash this month, because, yeah, I feel like, yeah, I'm not done using this yet. I'm not done using this yet. Definitely, guys. If you want to splurge and treat yourself right, you would definitely give this a try. Okay, guys, now I actually only chose one face mask, and that's from e.l.f. I chose the e.l.f. Marshmallow Soothing Mask. Guys, this is yet another Bomb.Com item from e.l.f. As you see, it has the safety, it has the safety cap on it. And it has a pretty nice smell, a pretty fresh smell. And it's very moussey, as you see. And what you do is you just put it on your face. It's not an overnight cream or anything like this. You put a nice thin layer on your face, put it on for about 10 to 15 minutes. But your girl Lily doesn't go by the rules, so I keep it on there for about 20, 25. And when I take this off my face, yeah, it makes me look awake. It makes me look alive. I actually found that using this after I had those couple breakouts from that Byro serum, yeah, I actually used this the night of, and guys, this definitely does soothe the face. It relieved my little irritation that I had and the little itching I had from the bumps. And guys, I mean, this is a nice item, and I feel like I really don't have that many masks in my collection. I mean, I do, but Not really any that has blown my skirt back like this, but guys, no. I need to try some more of my skincare. Okay, I got to share the love. So this is going back, unfortunately, on my shelf, but I can see myself, back shot my stash number 3, putting this back in my stash, because, yeah, this is the bomb. This does the trick. So, yeah, this is a nice item, but, yeah, I'm going to be switching it out this time. Okay, guys, the very first moisturizer that I chose is by e.l.f. I chose the e.l.f. Holy Hydration Face Cream. And it says it's fragrance free. And I guess by fragrance they mean perfume, because it does have a very light scent. Like, you can tell that you are definitely using skincare. But guys, I knew I was going to love this item. Okay. I have been going into it. You hear me? I have been going into it. My intention was to use this for 2 weeks. And then use the other skincare product that I chose for 2 weeks. But yeah, I actually ended up using this more than the other skincare item, because I like this one much better. This is supposed to be a dupe for the Tatcha water cream, the original one. And I would have to totally disagree, guys. This is actually better. This left my face so moisturized, especially after I used that toner, or after I've used my exfoliator and my serum followed up with this. My face is hydrated for hours. And this is actually a good one to use at nighttime. This could be the nighttime one that just moisturizes your face overnight. Yeah, I really do like this product. I like it a lot. I mean, so much, guys, that I do want to put it back in my stash. But no, I got some other moisturizers that I want to try. I love this. And I can tell by probably shot my stash number 4. This will definitely be going back in my stash. I chose the Tatcha, the water cream. Okay. Guys, it's got that classic nice scent, you know, like Tatcha's products always do. You know, it has a consistency, which you can tell by the consistency why people would say that the Holy Hydration is a dupe for this. But guys, I mean, this moisturizer is not great. It's just okay. I found that this is definitely a very light moisturizer. This is something that you would be using in the summertime when you know your face gets the natural oils in it. Definitely not for cold weather like in my town, where it's 18 degrees currently, okay? This didn't hold me, guys. This didn't hold me. I felt like I needed to use a lot. And when I say I only used this probably for about a week, and when I used it, it was brand new. Look at how much I had to use. Guys, I mean, I'm in love with the Tatcha Dewy Skin one, and I guess that's what my skin needs, you know, at my older age. But this, this just doesn't do it for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep this on my shelf till around the summertime, or till it warms up a little bit. Then I know I'll be able to get some kind of use out of it. But this is not going to do anything for me in the winter. And I would say if you suffer from dry skin, this may not do anything for you. It's like very light in consistency, guys. It has a very smooth feel to it and all. And yes, it does make your stuff, it makes your skin look hydrated, okay? But after about 45 minutes to an hour, I feel like I have put nothing on my face. So yeah, this is going back on my shelf. At least for me, guys, it's not worth the hype. I wish I would have used my 20% off just for another dewy skin cream, because this costed some money. So yeah, it's just okay. It's not the bomb. It's just okay. Okay, guys, the last 2 skincare items I'm going to talk to you about are lip masks. And I chose 2 of them. The very first one that I chose is by Laneige. I chose the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask in Sweet Candy. Now, I really only chose Sweet Candy because I just want to know, you know, was it a pleasurable experience? Because I use Laneige Lip Mask. I mean, that's my jam, okay? That is my jam. And I'm happy to say, guys, this one didn't disappoint. It has such like, oh, guys, it really smells like sweet candies. I mean, it smells like Sweet Tarts and Jolly Joes, Mike and Ike's, Fruities, Chews, all that. It smells good. And guys, I went into this, okay? This was brand new when I put this in my stash. And I have gone into it. I mean, the goal was for me to use this, you know, for 2 weeks, and then use the other one for 2 weeks. But yeah, this one ended up picking up the slack. And we'll talk about that in a minute. But all you need to do, you want to make sure that when you use this, though, you put a, don't be stingy, okay? You put a liberal amount on there, you know? Line your lips. Make sure that your lips are fully lined with this. You want it to be that when you rub your lips together, you do not feel your lips rubbing together. You want to feel only mask. So once you put it on your lips, you know, before bedtime, yeah, you just go to sleep. And when you wake up, guys, this is still on there, okay? I usually get a paper towel, a clean paper towel, and I just wipe it off. And then I'll take my toothbrush that I use for my exfoliating, and then I'll just exfoliate my lips because you will have peeling. This works. You will have peeling. And then after I've done that, I just follow it up with my my Milk Lip Balm, or any lip balm, really, guys. You can put on liquid lipstick, matte lipstick. You don't have to worry about any of that. It's not, your lips not going to crack or anything. As long as you're consistent with this, this is the bomb. So, yeah. I ended up using this for about maybe 3.5 of the 4 weeks that I use it. But, yeah. I'm letting you know right now, while it may not be this exact flavor, this exact scent, yeah, I'll be putting another Laneige in my stash. But, yeah. This is the Bomb.Com for sure. Okay, guys, while I was totally able to sing praises to that Laneige lip mask, this last lip mask, not so much. Yeah, the other mask I chose is by Milk. I chose the Milk Makeup and Melatonin Overnight Lip Mask, okay? And guys, let's talk about the good stuff. It does smell like lavender. It did have me relaxed at night when I put it on my lips. Yeah. It's in a nice, cute, purple bottle. But yeah. It stops about there. Guys, first of all, this was almost brand spanking new. I might have only used it once before putting it in my stash. And guys, I really have put a big dent in that. And mind you guys, I only use this for maybe 3 days. 3 days out the month. When putting it on my lips, I felt like no matter how much I put on my lips, it just was not enough. I didn't feel like my lips were being saturated. You know, I didn't feel like they were being covered. So I went on with more, then I went on with more, then I went on with more. And so I went on ahead. It relaxed me. It definitely helped me go to sleep. But when I woke up the next morning, unlike with the Laneige mask, this was all the way gone. This was all the way gone. And it didn't really peel my lips or anything like that like the Laneige does. I felt like this was underwhelming. So the second time I did it, the second night, because I wanted to give it a try, I decided, okay, I'm going to do it morning, and then I'm going to do it at night. I'm going to do it 2 times a day, because, I mean, it's not like I'm going anywhere, okay? So it's not like I'm going to be falling asleep behind a wheel or nothing like that. So the second day, I used it in the morning, and I used it at night. Guys, still, I saw no results, okay? This did not really do anything for me. Not at all, guys. So, I mean, if I do keep it in my stash, nah, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get us a break. You know, me and the Milk Lip Mask, we need a little break from each other for a while. And I'll probably pick this up maybe in my next Shop My Stash after the one that I do today. But as far as this goes, guys, this is nothing but a bunch of hype. Well, I love almost every other milk product that I own. And I definitely love the milk lip balms. This, I'm not a fan, guys. I'm not a fan at all. I could have saved my $20. I think this is $18, $20, something like that. At 20% off. Yeah. It's not even worth that. Not to me at 20% off. And I mean, if you own this and it works out for you, okay, I'm happy for you. Go off. But as far as for me, guys, yeah, I'm not impressed. So this is most definitely going back on my shelf. Okay, guys, now I'm going to go ahead and update you on the complexion products that I use. And we're going to go a little bit fast. We're going to be able to move right along with this because you've seen me use these before and I've given you my take on these before. But this was just to see if I still love these items or if maybe they're a waste of space in my collection. So, yeah. First, we're going to go ahead. We'll talk about the lip products and then we'll move right along. Okay, guys, so the very first lip product I want to talk about that I chose is by Color Rain, and it's a gloss. It is the Color Rain lip gloss, and this is in the shade Glass Slipper. Okay, is that upside down? Okay, guys, I'm sorry, it's not focusing, but I love this gloss. This is the very first lip gloss I bought from Color Rain, and it's because mostly someone who I used to watch who no longer has a channel here on YouTube, her name was Makeup Struggle. She swore about this gloss, so I decided to try it. And guys, I must attest, it's very pretty. I did use this in one of my videos. I think I used it as a topper over a gloss. And it just has a very nice consistency, guys. It looks ethereal. It looks like, gives you little mermaid vibes. Yeah, guys, that's real cute. And I've actually worn this alone. You know, this is just something cute to throw in your purse on days where you want to be cute, not beat. Yeah, I love this. This is the Bomb.Com. And I'm just letting you know, every single lip product I have in here is going back in my stash because, hello. I got to get through some of my lipsticks. So what I might do, I might just switch it out for another one of their glosses. Who knows? Who knows with me? But yeah. This is definitely nice and worth checking out, especially if you can get it on sale. And Color Rain has been having a lot of sales, guys. Yes. Okay, guys, the next gloss I chose is by Lime Crime. I chose the Wet Cherry Gloss in White Cherry. Guys, that's the gloss I have on now. Matter of fact, guys, your girl Lily talks so much. Let me just go ahead and freshen it up right quick. And guys, what I love about the Wet Cherry glosses is they're not gloopy or anything like that. And they really make your lips shine. And I actually don't have anything underneath this. I just have my DJ liner in dark chocolate. And then I have my Wet Cherry lip gloss in the center. And as you see, it has a very nice color to it. It almost looks like it has like a little purple undertone to it. And let me just swatch it for you right quick. But I also use this, I believe I did use this in one of my videos too, guys. But yeah, it's just a nice gloss, you know. Yes. And I think for my darker skin tone beauties, yes. With a dark liner like, you know, I have on and you pop this in the middle of your lips. Ooh, you'll be looking like a chocolate drop. But it's really good for any skin tone, guys, really. But I love this, okay? I mean... where have you been all my life? This is very nice to have. It's good for any new lip combo, guys. Yeah, you can accessorize any new lip with this and you are good to go because this gives you a nice pout. And I loved it. I mean, it's going back on my shelf, but yeah, this is nice. This is nice for sure. Okay, guys, the next lip product that I chose is by KVD. I actually chose the KVD liquid lipstick in the shade Crucifix. Okay. Look, guys, it's not going to show. Okay, so it's a nice, it's almost like a terracotta brown shade. It's almost like a cross between terracotta, and it looks like it might have a little purple in it. Guys, it's cute. And I actually had this lipstick on in my video when I used the Temperatures palette. And it didn't settle into my fine lines or anything like that, guys. This is a nice lipstick. And I already knew that I like KVD's formula before they were KVD and they were that other person. But yeah, this is the Bomb.Com. So if you guys like grungy type of browns, I definitely would recommend you giving this a try. Especially now that, you know, the bad rap is almost gone. So yeah, I can see myself picking this up again. It might be a while, guys, but it's definitely a nice lipstick. Okay, guys, the next two lipsticks I actually chose to make my own new lip combo. So I chose the BADGAL lipstick. This one's in Mocha. And then I also chose the Tarte C lipstick. And this is in Pink Lemonade. Now, the BADGAL lipstick, you know, I love her packaging, guys. Magnetic. Okay, Bomb.Com. And Mocha is just, you know, a nice brownie nude shade. It's hard to describe, guys. It's almost like a mocha with a little terracotta mixed in there. And this is what that shade looks like. It's just a real nice mid-tone nude. And I used this, but I also took Pink Lemonade and then I popped it in the middle of my lips for a little pout. That's why you see all that little brown on there. But this is definitely like a pinky nude. And this is what that looks like. That's a perfect lip combo. And I love the formula of both of these. You know how like with some cream lipsticks, you'll experience peeling throughout the day because it's just that, you know, it's just that moist. It's just that creamy. It's almost like a balm. So I didn't experience that when I wore this. And I would say I might have wore this, I don't know. I might have wore this for about 8 hours. I wore this for as long as it took me to edit a video. Okay. After making up my face. So yeah. These are of course going back on my shelf, guys. Because I got more I need to go through. But yeah. If you see these and you catch them on sale, I'm telling you guys, these are definitely two nice lipstick formulas. For sure. Okay, guys, and I did choose one more lip gloss type lipstick. And this is actually by Viseart. This is the Viseart Moisture Boost Lip Shine. And this one is in the shade Scholar. And I actually used this. So in my last video, I actually used the crucifix all over my lips. And then what I did was I put this on top. And I then put it in the center. Yeah, I put this on top of the crucifix lipstick. Because I wanted like, you know, that glossy look. And if you see the tone of it, guys, it really goes well with the crucifix lipstick. Because it does not compromise the color in crucifix. Yeah, this is nice. And guys, I mean, this is definitely a hefty price tag. Viseart is definitely a luxury brand. But yeah, I got all of these by Viseart and I'm glad I do. It's just a great formula. Very opaque. Even though this looks sheer, guys, it can be built up. So this is even nice to wear along. Yeah. And they smell so good, guys. They smell like, I don't know, maybe vanilla, a little bit of cherry. It just smells good, okay? This is definitely the lip gloss for the grown and sexy, but this grown and sexy gonna definitely put this back on her shelf because I need to pull some more out of my rotation. But yeah, guys, if you want to treat yourself and you were wondering how Viseart Moisture Boost Lip Shines are, try that saying that 10 times fast. So yeah, guys, if you were wondering if this is a nice lip formula, it absolutely is. Yeah, I love it. This is definitely a nice shade for me to pick up in the springtime. And I most definitely can't wait to use it again. Okay, guys, the very last lipstick that I chose is actually from e.l.f. It is the e.l.f. Nabella Noir lipstick. And guys, I love the packaging. The packaging is so sticky curved. I actually love the applicator too. It's got that little well in the middle and it holds a lot of product. I like the shade of it, okay? This is a very nice nude. Very nice nude, guys. Now, as far as this formula goes, though, it's a little streaky, guys. You see how even with this drying down, you can see right there. You can see through that. So I found myself having to build it up. Okay. I mean, which is fine. I mean, it's nothing wrong with having to build it up if it didn't continue to get streaky. And guys, after building it up about 3 or 4 times, it still was like, it's like the more you apply it, the streakier it gets. So this one I wasn't very impressed with, guys. I mean, I didn't enjoy using this one. Not at all, guys. Not at all. So this might actually be a lipstick that I declutter. You know, who knows? Maybe my sister might want something like that. You know, I don't really want to give away, use makeup during the pandemic, but I'm not ever going to use it again. So it's definitely leaving my collection. So whether it be to a family member or in the trash, I'm done with this lipstick. I love nudes, but yeah. I refuse to sacrifice quality just because I like the shade. Okay, guys, on the foundation. I actually chose 2 foundations. I chose an affordable one, and then I chose a high-end one / luxury one. So first, let's talk about the affordable one. The first one I chose is my Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. This is the original one, and this is in the shade Caramel. Guys, I'm happy to report I love it as much today as I did when I first used it. Yeah, it does smell like paint thinner, okay? You can't avoid that, guys. When you have a very full coverage foundation, if it's not like super high end, it's going to smell like paint thinner. I love that it has the paddle applicator. Very easy to apply, guys. And a little of this stuff goes a long, 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 long way. I think this might be, is it $4.99, maybe $5.99, something like that. It is highly affordable. Matter of fact, guys, I'm actually wearing this right now. Yeah, guys, this I can't sing the praises of this foundation enough. It's definitely full coverage. Definitely doesn't have flashback, okay? I'm not going to keep it in my stash this month, because I have some other foundations that I feel like I want to try, because I'm sure that they might not make the cut and I need them out of my collection. But yeah, this is the Bomb.Com, so this is definitely staying in my collection. I chose the Dior Skin Forever foundation. Dior. And I use the shade 41, which is ochre. I do like this quite a lot. I will say this though. I have gotten a couple of high-end foundations since this that I love more. Don't get me wrong, guys. This is still good. But yeah, I have others in my collection that I love more. As far as this being like a special occasion foundation, like, you know, some you just use on special occasions because you don't want to waste them. Yeah, this one, I'm not attached to it like that. I can see myself keeping this in my regular rotation until it's gone. And I will tell you this, guys. When it's gone, yeah, I probably won't even repurchase it. I mean, the good thing is it does have sunscreen, okay? It might not have that much in it, but it does have sunscreen. And it's a nice shade for me. And it's a nice medium coverage foundation. It could be built up to full, you know, if you use enough. But I even like my Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation more than I like this foundation. Not to say this is a bad foundation, because it's not by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm just saying I have better. So it's nice, but once it's gone, it's gone. Guys, I almost forgot. There was another foundation product that I chose in my last shop, my stash. About this It Cosmetics Bye Bye Foundation Full Coverage Moisturizer. And I used the shade medium. What had happened was, I tried, guys, okay? I didn't get a chance to use it, and it was not for lack of trying. Yeah. I've heard rave reviews about this on the tube. And, if I recall correctly, I think my girl KK sent me this. Because I think Boxy sent it to her. Because it was too light for her. It was medium. But, so yeah. When I went to go put on this foundation, this happened. Guys, you know your girl Lily, okay? I'm always up for a challenge. I've had foundations too light, too dark, and I just make it work. But guys, in 2020, life is hard enough. I'm not trying to work hard if I don't have to. So, yeah, this is definitely too light for me. Yeah. I tried to blend it in with my skin, and unfortunately, guys, this just does not match. This is not my shade. So I did buy something to supplement it because I really do love the consistency, and I could tell this is going to be a nice formula. So I did get another It Cosmetics product that I feel like I can use along with this. So I'm not, throwing the baby out with the bathwater, nothing like that. I'm just going to improvise. But I'm going to go ahead and put this back in my shop, my stash, because I do have something to supplement it with. So we're going to try this again. Yeah. And then I'll be back to report for sure. Okay, guys, I actually chose 3 primers. 2 are affordable and 1 is high end. So let's talk about the affordable ones first. The first thing I chose is by Wet n Wild. I chose the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Primer Serum. Guys, I still love it. Yes, I still love it. This is actually a spot-on dupe for the Far Solid Skin Tone Blur. I promise it is, guys. It has a dropper, just like the Far Solid Skin Tone Blur. It has like this very nice, it has a light consistency. And when I say I love the smell, guys, I really love the smell. Now, this is good to follow up with another primer because this actually is more of a hydrant. Now, don't get me wrong, guys. I have used this by itself before putting on my foundation, and it works rather well. That's best to do maybe in the summertime when you want to just look dewy and you don't need to look beat. You just want your face to look polished. Yeah, but you follow this up with like a pore minimizing primer. I mean, it's, guys, I can't describe it. It's almost like it puts a filter on your face. So I don't know how Wet n Wild did it at such an affordable price point, but I love this stuff, guys. I mean, I love it so much that this is staying in my stash for this month. Okay, there's no question about it. I'm probably going to keep this in my stash every month until it's gone because this is just going to be like a supplemental primer. So yeah, guys, this is going back in my stash. I chose the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. This was all the rave on the tube when it first came out. And this is supposed to be a spot-on dupe for the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. And I'd have to agree. It doesn't have a smell, but it does have the same consistency as the Silk Canvas. And I found when using it, I still enjoy using it. It still does remind me of the Tatcha. I would say, though, the biggest difference is when using Tatcha, it does feel more like skincare while being an effective primer, whereas this is a great primer. But when you use it, you definitely feel like you have something on your face. I actually use this as my primer today. I used my Wet n Wild primer first, and then I followed it up with the e.l.f. And I must admit, guys, I mean, I love my base makeup today. It's the Bomb.Com, but I definitely feel like it's something on my face. Not in an uncomfortable way, but Yeah, that's the only thing I would say. The only difference between the Tatcha and the e.l.f. So this is nice. I'm not keeping it in my stash this month because I'm going to be using something else in place of this. But definitely, I still love it. Okay, guys, the very last primer that I chose is by BACAY. I chose the BACAY Backlit Priming Filter. And this is like what people would consider a holy grail product. And guys, I must agree. I have not been able to put this stuff down. I mean, short of maybe today and maybe one or two other times that I did my makeup. Yeah, this has been what I've been using for my primer. I had this for months. I think I had this since the last, no, not the last 21 Days of Beauty Ultra, the one before that one, which was a while ago, and I had never used it. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and use it, and I'm glad I did. It gives you like this luminosity that you would not believe. It has a little tint to it, which you really can't see, but once you rub it out, it's like, you see that, guys? It's very luminous. I almost want to go ahead and, you know, lose control and keep it in my stash. But no, I'm going to go ahead and put it back because I think I only got one of these. Or do I have two of them? I'm not sure. If I don't have two, I wish I did get the second one during 21 Days of Beauty. But I love this stuff. So, yeah, this is definitely going back on my shelf. Not because I don't love it, because I absolutely do. But, yeah, I'm just going to put some other stuff in rotation. But if you were curious as to if this is definitely worth the hype, in my opinion, it absolutely is. Okay, guys, and I only chose two concealers in my stash for this past month. And I actually still love them both, guys. The very first one is the Juvia's Place Concealer. Okay, and I use the shade 16. And guys, the first time I purchased it, I really thought I didn't like it. But I didn't like it because it was too light for me. I mean, it was literally too light for me. I ended up getting like shade 21. And with this, the lower number you go, the darker it gets. So if you take 21, okay, and think I went all the way down to 16 and this is still brightening, okay. Yeah, it showed all my dark circles, everything. But that's because it was too light. But now that I have my shade, I'm totally happy with it. I cannot put this down. Whew. Guys, I see myself, it's a lot in here, okay, it goes a long way, but at the rate I'm going, I'll be popping open another bottle real soon, and, first of all, because I've been using it like crazy, and, second of all, because it's going back in my stash. Okay, guys, the very last concealer that I chose is by Cover FX. I chose the Cover FX Power Play Concealer. And I use the shade G Plus Medium 2. I also have G Plus Medium 4 because that's a little bit closer to my skin tone for days when I don't want extra brightening. But this one is a little extra brightening. And I actually have this one on today. What I love about this is it gives you that full coverage without settling into fine lines. And guys, it's very hard for me to find a concealer that will not settle into my fine lines. I mean, I can apply it, I can blend it out, I can apply a powder, but I still get creasing. But this definitely is minimal when I use this. It does have like this unique ball tip to it, ball applicator. And that's supposed to be to stimulate your under eyes or something like that, if I read it somewhere correctly. But I love this stuff, guys. I am almost done with this, so I may keep this in my my stash because I'm so close to finishing it, and I love it. And I'm gonna probably add one more concealer to the mix, though. But yeah, this is staying in my stash for real because I love it. So if you were wondering if Cover FX has a nice concealer, at least as far as the power play goes, yeah. I love this stuff. Okay, guys, and in my last shot of my stash, I actually chose two bronzers, and I'm still in love with both of them. The first one I chose was by Minty, and this is the Minty Bronzer in VACAY. Guys, This formula is so smooth, so high-end feeling, guys. And Minty Cosmetics is actually a Black-owned brand. And you guys know this year I have been all about the Black-owned brands and the indie brands too. And it's just a very nice bronzer. It adds the right amount of warmth to my face. And I actually have this on today. I actually used it more so toward the back of my cheeks to, you know, give me a little bit of definition. It is a little bit red. It does pull just a little red. It's very warm, guys. This is more like my summer bronzer. It's quite pigmented, guys. Quite pigmented. Spot on pigmentation. A little goes a long way. So actually, it's best to apply this with like a fluffy brush. Something like this. Okay. And it applies rather nicely. That or even a fan brush, guys, a gigantic fan brush. But yeah, I'm not gonna leave it in my stash only because I do have others I want to try. But if anything ever happened to this, like I shattered it or I lost it or anything like that, or even used it up, you know, by the slim chance that would happen, this is definitely a repurchase for me. Yeah, I'd repurchase this again and again and again. And the last bronzer that I chose was my Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula. And this one is actually in the Sculpting Bronzer. And this is actually one of the deepest ones that they have. Well, they have recently, I believe, extended their line. But this was the deeper one after the deep. You know, everybody was so excited when they finally came out with one that was deep enough for at least a tan to sort of dark skin tone beauties. And guys, it still smells like coconut. It still has that smooth velvety consistency. And guys, this is rather pigmented. Now, I actually have this on today as well, but I just use that to warm up the rest of my face. Because this one does not pull red. This one definitely pulls more neutral, if you will. And again, guys, this has a, you see, guys, how it's really more of a neutral brown to it. It doesn't really have that much warmth. It has a little bit, but this one you can definitely get away with this year round. I have used it at least 4 times since I chose it in my Shop My Stash. And while I would love to keep it in my Shop My Stash, I do have more bronzers I want to try. But guys, if you are just looking for a nice bronzer that will do you right, no matter when you go to use it, this works well with every single base makeup that I've ever used. So I would highly recommend this bronzer. Okay, guys, I actually chose 3 face powders. An indie brand, a drugstore brand, and a high-end brand. So the indie brand that I chose is by Rue Cosmetics. I got the Stop the Press powder. And this one is in the shade Golden Tan. And I'm actually wearing that pressed powder today. And I absolutely love it. It actually, if I had to say it, it's almost a dupe for the MAC powder. It reminds me a lot of the BH Cosmetics Studio Pro powder, which is actually a dupe for the MAC Fix powder. Guys, when I say that this makes my complexion look right, this makes my complexion look right. It's like, it makes me look so airbrushed. And the thing about it is, it's kind of powdery. So you definitely want to use a very fluffy brush with this. You don't want to use anything too dense. I actually use a brush like this. And guys, I'm sorry it's dirty, but this is what I just used on my face today. And this actually is a very light all over face brush. It's not real dense. And I just take this, dip it in just a little bit, because a little goes a long way. You get a lot of fallout. And I just buff it all over my face, you know. And actually dipping it in one time is quite enough. And if I had to give any critique about this dough, I don't think they have a lot of shades to choose from with this. I don't even know if they have one darker than this. They might. I'm not exactly sure. But you know, with indie brands, you're not going to get 44 shades like you would, say, a commercial brand. But I like it so much, guys. I think I'm going to go ahead and keep this in my shop, my stash. I want to try this with maybe a couple more different foundations to see how it works out, you know, because right now I am totally impressed with it. So I want to see if, yeah, it's going to live up to the hype. So I'm going to keep this in my stash. Yeah. I like it just that much. Okay, guys, and that brings me to the MAC Fix Plus Studio Powder Foundation. And I use mine in the shade NC42. Yeah, I'm NC42 and everything MAC. And this is what this looks like. So, as you see, guys, when I say that the rule looks like a spot-on dupe for this, it does look like a spot-on dupe. But, of course, I love this powder. I mean, if I could have only one high-end powder in my collection, well, no, I would never do only one. But if I had to have two, I would definitely make this be one of them. Guys, this adds the extra layer of coverage that you're looking for. So, like, say you got a medium foundation and you want to take your complexion up to full. Don't put on another layer of foundation. Grab your MAC Fix Plus powder, and that's going to give you your extra coverage. Guys, I always get compliments when I wear this powder. I mean, people compliment my makeup all the time. So, while I do love this and I sing its praises, yeah, this is not making it to my next shop, my stash, only because I have, yeah, one or two other high-end ones that I've been itching to put back into my rotation. But yeah, definitely, guys. So if you never tried and thought about maybe trying it, I would recommend it. I don't think you'll be disappointed, guys. Okay, guys, the very last pressed powder I chose is by CoverGirl. I chose the CoverGirl Clean Normal Skin Pressed Powder. And I used the shade Soft Honey. And guys, this pressed powder performs just like a high-end pressed powder. But then again, guys, I love CoverGirl Clean's loose satin powder. It performs high-end, and this is no exception. And this is what this shade looks like. So, I do pretty good choosing the pressed powders. The foundations, not so much. And this actually does give you a nice amount of coverage as well. So, again, it acts just like the MAC, where if you have a medium coverage foundation, or even if you're using a CC cream or a BB cream and you just want to set it, yeah, this would be definitely a good powder to use for that. I'm not going to keep this in my shop, my stash, because I have some more affordable, pressed powders that I want to use. But if you were wondering about CoverGirl Clean products, anything CoverGirl as far as their pressed powders, I have not been disappointed. And I think I might have the Outlast line. I got a couple of different ones for CoverGirl, and I love them all. So yeah, this is the Bomb.Com. I still love it. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it in my collection. Okay, guys, now I only chose two highlighters, one high-end and one drugstore. The first one that I chose is by Physicians Formula. It's the Butter Highlighter. And this one is in the shade Champagne. Guys, I thought this was going to be too glittery. But no, it's not. If you look at it, guys, it does look like it has glitters in it. Do you see that, guys? But the magic happens when you actually blend it into your skin. It feels like a cream, but it does apply like a powder. So, do you see that, guys? I mean, it just has a very nice glow to it. Bomb. I love it. Smells like coconut. And how I like to apply this, guys? Yeah, I use my DJ brush. Yeah, this is my DJ's Unique Boutique Large Shadow Fluff Brush. I only use it for highlight. And that's all I ever use it for, because it's the Bomb.Com for that. And guys, this brush is the perfect one because it picks up a nice amount. Okay. And when it comes to blending out your highlight, this definitely, it diffuses it nicely. Yeah. And then I just apply it to my face. And guys, if they have other shades, which I think they do, I'm going to get a couple more of these because I'm totally impressed with this, guys. It's not staying in my stash, though, because I got so many other highlighters I need to go through. But if you're wondering if I repurchase it again, if I needed to, I absolutely positively would. And another thing about this highlight, once you apply it to your face, you better be ready to commit. Because, when it comes to trying to tone it down, if you put on too much, good luck, guys. Good luck. Okay, guys, and the very last highlight that I chose is by MAC. I chose the MAC Flare for the Dramatic Extra Dimension Skin Finish. And guys, this was a gift from my girl KK, and I absolutely love it. Guys, do you see how beautiful that highlight is? And while you would think this might be a little too dark, not at all, guys. Not at all. Guys, do you see that highlight? It's subtle, not too beaming, but you definitely know it's there. And it's got this peach undertone to it that I just can't describe, guys. And what I love about it is while it's quite pigmented, you don't get that stark line when you looking head on, where you see a little shadow. Nothing like that, guys. And it gives your skin it just gives you a healthy glow. But I also have the MAC Dimension Skin Finish in Oh Darling, and that's one of my faves, guys. So I knew I would love this. So yeah, I think they might have this on sale now on Ulta, if I recall. I mean, if the sale's not already over, but this is beautiful. I'm so glad it was gifted to me. I'm going to actually put it back in my collection because it is so pretty. Okay, I struggle to use it as it is. But yeah, guys. If you can catch this on sale, I would highly recommend that you do, because I'm happy to have this in my collection. Okay, guys, and I actually chose two blushes. The first blush I chose is by Kylie. I chose the Kylie Jenner Pressed Blush Powder in the shade Rosy. Guys, would you look at this blush? This blush is so stinky cute. It's got, Kylie's, that's her symbol, I guess, with like the dripping water or whatever that is. But about this shade, though, it's the perfect mid-tone pink. It's not too mauve, not too Barbie. It's just right. Now, what I will say about her formulas is definitely buildable, okay? It's not, you dip it in your brush, spot on, you're not going to just get pigment, bam, in your face, which is a good thing, especially for beginners and especially for people like your girl who tend to do too much. But it just really gives like a nice, healthy pink hue to your face. Now, while I am swatching it, it does look rather pigmented, but that's only because I'm swatching it. But if you use a brush, you're going to have to build it up, guys. But this is what that looks like. Just a real nice, soft pink color. Yeah. This shade, I have this one. Well, I have a few more shades than this, which you'll see if I get around to doing this haul. Yeah, because Kylie blushes went on sale and your girl Lily went off. But I love her formula. I definitely love this shade. It's not going to stay in my It's not going to stay in my stash, though, because I have other blushes I need to go through. But I don't regret purchasing this. Not at all. Yeah, and I can see myself picking it up again. Okay, guys, the very last blush that I chose is actually a gift from my girl KK. And it's from Hourglass. I got the Hourglass Ambient Light Blush in Diffused Heat. Guys, first of all, would you look at this blush? This blush is gorgeous. Guys, do you see that marbleization in there? And while you think this very highlighting shade will like drown out the pink, absolutely not, guys. I'm actually wearing this blush today. and it's quite pigmented. And what I love about it even more, guys, is the formula. I mean, upon looking at it, it looks just like it would be a very soft pink, but guys, it builds up so nicely. And what I really love about this is you can actually swirl it more in the pink to get it darker, or you can just, you know, do an even swirl and get like a nice wash of color. But guys, I love this. Now, what I will say about Hourglass, which is definite, okay? They definitely stepped their game up when it comes to these shades, guys. I feel like if you're fair to medium, maybe even tan, okay? Hourglass might have something for you. But any darker, guys, you can hang it up. You can hang it up. So yeah, hopefully Hourglass will extend their line, because everybody deserves to experience this goodness and the experience of an Hourglass blush. So yeah, I'm definitely going to put this back on my shelf. You know, I'm not going to keep it in my stash because I got more blushes I need to go through. And this is definitely a keeper. But yeah, I enjoyed the experience. I enjoyed the way it made my face look. And I'm happy that I was gifted this from my girl KK. Okay, guys, the last complexion products that I have are all setting sprays. And I used every single one that I chose. And I chose 3 of them. The first one is by Urban Decay. It's the Urban Decay All Nighter Honey Long Lasting Makeup Setting Spray. And I have had the pleasure of using the All Nighter, and I can say that this definitely compares. But what gets me is that when you go and look at the reviews of this, you know, on the websites, Sephora, Ulta, things like that, they actually give it less stars than they do the All Nighter. But I'm assuming it's because of the smell, guys, because it does smell like honey. Yeah, it does smell like honey, but it smells like honey and hairspray. So that's probably why I got like less satisfactory reviews. But I actually love it. I kept my makeup on for about 9 hours after using this. Now, one thing I will tell you guys, this definitely makes your face look matte. There is nothing dewy about this, okay? But if you have a long day ahead of you and you want your makeup to last and you do not want it to separate or slide throughout the day, this is the Bomb.Com. I don't know if they still have the honey. I actually got this as part of a set when I had this, and I think the little bitty honey palette. But I enjoyed it. I'm putting it back on my shelf, though, because I have other setting sprays that I want to try. But I most definitely enjoyed using it, and I don't regret the purchase. Okay, guys, the second one that I chose is by Milani. And I chose the Milani Make It Last Matte Finishing Spray. This is 16 hours. And yes, your girl Lily lost the top. I can't find that top anywhere. I can attest to this being 16-hour wear because I don't wear my makeup that long. But I can tell you this. It definitely makes your face look matte. I do believe I used this when I did like my holiday glam with the red lip. One of those videos. And I do like the way it made my face look. So if you're like one of my matte beauties that just love a matte look, this would definitely be your jam. It does perform just like a high-end setting spray. I mean, I can say that, guys. This is a good setting spray. I don't really know what the charcoal is supposed to do because it says this is a matte charcoal setting spray. I mean, but whatever it's supposed to do, it worked for me. And if you're in the market for a nice matte finishing spray, you know, that won't break the bank. I mean, Milani's most definitely a setting spray worth looking into. Okay, guys, and the very last setting spray that I chose is by Milk. I chose the Milk Hydro Grip Set and Refresh Spray. Guys, when I say I love this stuff, I love this stuff. This stuff here, it keeps your makeup in place. Now, with this one, it does not make you look matte. It just makes your face look nice and set. So, it's something about that green going into the blue. It just does it for me. I mean, that's just an experience in itself. But as you see, guys, when I first started using this was brand spanking new. Yeah, I've already put a little dent in it. I mean, but then again, you know, I like to use a lot of setting spray when I use it. But yeah, this held my makeup in place. I would say that I used this a good 7 times in the last month, and it didn't disappoint any of those times. And I have gone out with my makeup on and wearing a mask and everything. And when I came back home, my makeup was still intact. So this is definitely a milk product that I'm impressed with. I mean, as I said, guys, there's not really many milk products that I have that I'm not impressed with. But I'm happy I purchased this. And I can definitely see myself repurchasing it should I use this up. So yeah, I think I'm going to keep this in my stash this month, yeah. I'm going to keep it in my stash this month just to make sure that I'm as impressed with it as I really am. You know, use it with a couple more complexion combos. But it's nice, though. It's nice. Okay, guys, I actually chose 3 satin powders, and I still love all of them. I chose the BADGAL Soft Light Blurring Powder in Golden Hour. Guys, as you see, guys, it's very finely milled, okay? So finely milled that I can't even flip it. But when I say this blurs my pores, it blurs my pores rather nicely. I find that, like, on days when I'm just doing regular makeup, not YouTube makeup, I go on my foundation. I go right on top of it with this, and I'm good to go. I don't even go over it with a pressed powder. It's just that good. So I feel like, do I want to keep this in my stash? No. I have other powders I need to try and love on to see if they make the cut and stay in my collection. But one thing's for sure and 2 things for certain, guys. I got a backup of this, and I'm glad I got a backup of this. Because, yeah, once I run out of this, I'll be glad to crack it open. Yeah. You know what? I think I am, guys. This is staying in my stash. Forget that. This is staying in my stash. So, yeah, this is going to be in my stash for the next month. I'm going to keep it in there. So, that should tell you something, guys. I love it just that much. I chose the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Banana Powder. Guys, putting in my shop my stash was actually my first time ever using it. And I must say, guys, I've had this for months. And I'm mad at myself that I didn't try it sooner. Guys, this blurs my pores. You know what this reminds me of? And I'm going to be real honest, guys. This reminds me of the Laura Mercier powder in honey. It reminds me of that. Consistency and all. Performance and all. Guys, I mean, it's so finely milled. I love it. I mean, I almost want to keep it in my shop, my stash, but I can't do it because I have another banana powder that I want to put in rotation. But if you have not ever tried this powder, okay, you sleeping. And it's affordable, guys. I think this might be $4.99. So I highly recommend. I mean, it doesn't hurt to try it. And I highly recommend it. Yeah. This worked wonders. And I was highly impressed. Okay, guys. The very last powder that I chose, which will come as no surprise, is by DJ's Boutique. I got the DJ's Boutique loose powder and banana. Guys, when I say that this powder is never coming out of rotation, this powder's never coming out of rotation. Guys, I'm actually wearing that as my all-over powder today. And I absolutely love it, guys. Now, for my under eye, I actually used the Wet n Wild banana powder for my under eye today. As you see, it's nice and brightening. But I use this as my all-over face powder. While it is banana, it is a little too deep for me to use as as an under eye, but I can totally use it all over my face because as you see, guys, I don't want to turn it up, but it's banana, but it's like a deeper banana. So I could see this like for my darker skin tone beauties. If you want to use it as a brightener under your eyes, it would totally work for that. Or if you just like that yellow look, this will totally work for that. She has banana and she has honey. Honey, yeah, that's a little too dark for me. I can't get down with that one. But guys, I'm sure the formula is no different than this one. So if I were you, when the honey gets back in stock, if you want a darker shade, I would scoop it up because it's currently sold out. So it is worth all the rave, guys. But yeah, she's got some banana left. So yeah, this blurs my pores. Okay, it makes me look flawless. It makes, yeah, it's just good in every way. So needless to say, guys, yeah, this staying in my stash. I mean, and I can't wait to use it again. Okay, guys, I actually only chose one face palette this go around, and it's by Benefit. I chose the Benefit Cheerleaders Pink Squad palette. And guys, I was pleasantly impressed by this palette. This is actually my first time using it when I chose it in my shop, my stash. Now, there are a couple shades in here that I've used before, but let me just talk to you a little bit about it. So it comes with 3 blushes, 1 highlight, and then it has a bronzer. This is the Hula Bronzer. So I actually used every single one of the blushes. I used everything in this palette. Now, I already had the individual California blush, so I knew that I loved that. And I actually have the individual Hula, and I absolutely love that. Now, what really impressed me, guys, was this shade right here, Dandelion. Because it looks like it would not show up on a medium skin tone beauty, but it builds up rather nicely, guys. So I really did enjoy using this. I enjoyed it so much, guys. I almost want to keep it in my stash, but I actually have other ones that I want to try. But I just want to show you real quick about the highlight. This is Tickle, by the way. Is this Tickle? Hold up. Yes, this is Tickle. It has like this cute pink into it with a gold shift. Do you see that shift, guys? And it translates on the skin just like that. So yeah, I almost want to keep it in my stash just for that alone, but I have more I need to go through. But if you were ever curious, I do believe this is actually a sale item now as well. Like, is this on sale for like $36 on Ulta and Sephora? I don't know. So it might be it might be on this last days, guys. So if you can find it somewhere, I would scoop it up if this is like your color story. I mean, it would definitely work for my fairer and my medium skin tone beauties. I mean, the only thing that my darker skin tone beauties would benefit from is this California blush and the Tickle highlight. That could go for every skin tone, but everything else is like fair to medium. That's about it. You would want to get the Bronze Squad for my darker skin tone beauties. But yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that I love it, and I'm glad I have it in my collection. Okay, guys, the very last thing I want to run through real briefly are the palettes I chose, and I chose 6 of them. The first palette that I chose is the Karma palette. This is by Siren Xo, and it is a black-owned brand. Guys, just so you know, guys, I have a video using every single one of these palettes since my shop, my stash. But this is what this looks like. Guys, do you see those shades? Those shades are gorgeous, okay? I was impressed with the formula. This is my very first time using a Siren Xo palette. And guys, this was affordable. I don't know how much I paid for this because she has sales all the time. I might have paid $16.99 for this maybe on sale. And I think it's $23 when it's not. So definitely worth it. But yes, guys, you got big pants here. And these shades are the Bomb.Coms. So, of course, you know, I will not be keeping any of these palettes in my shop, my stash, because I have far too many to go through. But definitely, if you're ever curious about a black-owned brand that's worth checking out, Siren Xo is most definitely one of them. Second one that I chose is the Too Faced Born This Way Natural Nudes palette. Guys, I really enjoy using this palette. And I mean, I have been wanting this palette forever. And after using it, I can see why. This is a beautiful palette, guys. I will admit, guys, a couple of the shades were kind of chunky, like Shimmering Pearl right here and Glistening Snow. I mean, they are quite chunky, guys. So I did have to use a glitter glue with these because they perform more like just a topper shade if I don't. But nonetheless, guys, the mattes blended like a dream. And I mean, those two shades needing the glitter glue, that is not enough for me to throw the baby out with the bathwater. So I did enjoy using this, but it's not staying in my shop my stash, but it's definitely staying in my collection. I also chose the Soul Susan Jackson and Khalid Urban Bible palette. Guys, first of all, do you see that packaging? That packaging is killing the game. But what's on the outside of the palette isn't half as gorgeous as what's on the inside of the palette. Guys, this is a grungy lovers color story dream, okay? It has everything you need to create any kind of look. You got your little deep grungy purples. You got a little green here. You got all these earth tones in there. You got a couple of pops of brights. And I enjoy using this palette, guys. I did mostly a purple look, but I was quite impressed with this. Now, I will tell you guys, this palette is definitely not a palette I would say that's like for beginners or people that are not comfortable with pigments, because guys, these perform exactly like pigments, whereas yeah, it's no building up with these. I think there may be one or two that you can effectively just build up. So like this shade right here, which is Majesty, that one, that's buildable. And I would say the only other one that is buildable, oh, none of them, okay? That's the only buildable one. The rest of them are pigmented out the gate. So, yeah, you can go, this can go real wrong, real quick if you use the wrong brushes for this. So, definitely for blending these out, yeah, you want to use a fluffy brush. You know, me, you already know I go in with packing brushes, but yeah, this definitely is a pigment palette. So, I mean, it's still worth it in my book, but just be warned, guys. The pigmentation of this palette is definitely not for the faint at heart. Oh yeah, the shimmers I pay. Okay, guys, I actually used the Temptress palette by Alter Ego. This is actually the Sultry palette dupe, the ABA Sultry palette dupe. And guys, it is a spot on dupe for the Sultry palette in every way, including the performance. I would almost say, honestly, guys, that I actually enjoy using the Temptress palette better. Guys, these mattes blend like a dream. I mean, you can put these on a wet base. You can put it on a satin base. Yeah. It just works out. It just works out. This is a cool tone lover's dream. Like, this is like everything you need from a cool tone palette. You've got your black in there. You got like your cool tone browns in there. You got a gray in there. Okay. You got silver. All right. You got like these bronzy shades in there. Yeah, this is everything that you need for a warm tone palette. This is definitely a nice palette to have as an alternative to the Natasha Denona Glam palette. While I'm not saying that they're spot on dupes for one another, because they're absolutely not. Yeah. If you've been trying to hold out getting that Stone Cold Fox palette, but you want something cool tone, this is definitely the one to get. And I think this might be $20, $18. I'm not sure. Alter Ego is an affordable brand, and their formula is bomb. And yes, I do have a look up using this palette. So yeah, I'm not keeping this in my stash though. Like I said, none of them are staying in my stash, but Definitely. I needed to let you know, guys. This is actually better than using the original one. I actually used the Editorial Brights and the Koi palettes by Viseart. Guys, this is my first time using either one of these palettes. And I must say, like always, guys, Viseart did not disappoint. First off, let's talk about the Editorial palette. Whew. These shades, they're as pigmented as a pigment and perform just like a shadow. The blendability is definitely there. Harsh lines, not in this palette. These shades blend into each other rather nicely. And I actually only used about 3 shades in one of my videos from this palette, 2 or 3 mattes. But off camera, I have been dipping into this palette, playing around with, you know, color stories, like putting mattes all on the lid, using one matte to see if I could do it on my lid and blend it out in the crease. You got a good solid 30-40 looks in this one palette. And I love it. But I will say that there are like 3 shades in this palette that are very comparable to some shades in the Fade Into Hue palette by ColourPop, that new colorful one. And guys, I mean, I love the performance of this palette. I do love the color story. I can see myself picking this up all summer long, guys. So yeah, I love this palette. Now, as far as the Koi palette goes, guys, I love this palette too. I mean, I would be lying to you if I said that Viseart didn't have quality shadows. I am not going to downplay Viseart. These shades are so gorgeous. And they actually do have shifts in them, guys. But what I will tell you is the Fade Into Hue palette by ColourPop has like 8 shimmers in it. And guess what? Almost all 8 shimmers in the Fade Into Hue palette can be found in the Koi palette. So I'm just saying, guys, it's not like these shades are not dupeable, okay? Because they definitely are. And again, guys, I'm not downplaying Viseart, not one bit, because I mean, Viseart is Viseart. I'm just saying there's another affordable brand out there that are, you know, giving them a run for their money. But I mean, we're not gonna deny that this is a bomb palette. So yeah, I find that these two, you know, they complement each other rather nicely. So yeah, this is definitely gonna be like one of my summer combos for sure. Maybe into spring. But I really enjoy using these palettes. And the very last palette that I chose to use in my shop, my stash, actually pleasantly surprised me. As far as this Wet n Wild Color Icon 32 pan eyeshadow palette, guys, it has 32 shades in it. You've got like a nice mix of shades in there, guys. You got some warm tones in there. You got your little blues, your purples. You got some pinks in there. You got those nice pops of blues. Look, you even have a black. And guys, the black is pretty amazing. When I did my first look using this palette, I sent the picture to my girls, DJ and KK. They couldn't even guess the palette, okay? This palette is just that good. I'm actually wearing this palette on my eyes today, guys. Look at that. Okay. It's a Bomb.Com look. And on this look today, I actually used this shade right here. Okay. I used this shade in my crease. I actually blended it out with this shade. I also had this shade on my outer V2, guys. And I took this gold shade and I just put this all over my lid because, I mean, there was really no need to do anything else, guys. And then I took this Pretty Pearl white shade, which has a gold shift in it, and I popped that in my inner corner. And I think underneath my lower lash line, I took this shade right here and just smoked it out. Just that one shade. And when I say this eye look didn't take any time to do, this eye look didn't take any time to do. Guys. Now, I will say this. I almost want to keep this in my shop my stash, but At the end of the day, guys, there's no more to say here. There's no more to see here. Wet n Wild officially has nothing else to prove. I'm highly impressed. And no matter declutter 1, declutter 2, declutter 3 or 4, I'm keeping this palette in my collection. Oh yeah. And I think they still have these on sale on the Wet n Wild site. And I think they're only like $9.99 for the palette. Okay, guys, finally. I have updated you on every single product that I chose and used from my Shop My Stash this month. And I must admit, guys, I'm pretty proud of myself because I used every single item that I chose. And your girl Lily chose a whole lot of items, so yeah, that's a tall order for your girl. And yeah, looking at this video, we at 2.5 hours and count right now, so there's no way that I'll be able to edit down all this footage and shop my stash for you guys in one video, you know, without it being a mini series. So I'm gonna go ahead and shop my stash with you guys in a separate video. And yeah, I'm sorry guys, this is my very first time doing this, but I did want to update you guys on every single thing that I use because you might have been looking at some of these things and might want to snag it for yourself, you know. And a lot of this stuff is on sale. And again, some of this stuff never goes on sale and it's a pretty penny. And you might want to know if it's worth snagging or going and passing up. So, yeah, I'm sure that my future updates won't be this long because I'm not going to choose half as many items. Nope. So, hopefully this video was helpful, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it just as much as I enjoyed filming with you guys. And I'll see you next month. Same bad place and same bad time here. Happy holidays to you and yours from me and mine. Bars. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. It only gets greater later, guys. It only gets greater later. So until next time, guys, stay real, stay positive, stay up, and damn it, you better watch, fight, and pray.